Last month, after several decades, President Obama lifted the ban on Libyan studying to fly commercial jetliners in the United States. Then 2 weeks later, Islamists have taken over Tripoli International Airport in Libya, and 11 commercial jet airliners are now missing.
First of all, what do you know that you can share with us on the missing airliners in Libya?
Well, what I know is from the open source documents, and there's really two concerns. One, the planes could be used in a similar way that they were used on 911 in the United States, where they could be used essentially as flying bombs into oil airfields or into buildings or strategic targets. Number two, they could be used in a way where a plane could be loaded with terrorists and it could land as a commercial aircraft. And they could land, let's say, in an American city somewhere and deplane, or in a European city and deplane, and then go about and carry about maybe a Mumbai-type disaster. So there's multiple ways that these planes could be used. This is more than odd. I was in Tripoli earlier this year. We flew into the airport where now these airliners are missing, and we were at the embassy where there was reportedly a pool party by some of the Islamists who have been involved in some of the terrorist activities. Libya is clearly a failed state, and we don't know yet how these airliners will be used, but because they're missing and because they're in the hands of people with stated intentions against the West and Western civilization, we have to be vigilant.
I will tell you, the thing that you said that feels the most true to me is the oil fields, because you can take something up from over Libya. I mean, we'll know the transponder unless they disable that, but then, we would know. I don't know what we would do about it, but we would know the airline or the airliner, the transponder code, if this is published with all of the FAA and everything else around the world. We'll know what airplane that's one of those missing airplanes. But you could take off in Libya and you can be over the skies of Saudi Arabia in lightning speed and just crash it into
an... know that. That's right. The Saudis know that as well. And the Saudis, from the time that they detected that a plane would leave international airspace and go on a deviate from its mission, it would be less than 90 seconds that the Saudis would have to be able to respond to keep a plane. So it's very little time that they have. They realize that. I think you recognize that from some of the incursions and airstrikes that have been coming into Libya. Yeah. The Egyptians know.